Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time of joining my channel, you're welcome, welcome, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Click the notification button so that when next we're on, you'll be one of the first people to know. Thank you for joining me today. It's such a privilege to have you. Um, Remember, I'm one of my first video regarding this particular topic. I had promised I was going to do part 2 of it. It's regarding the former Nigeria politician, Ike Ekweremadu, and the wife Beatrice, and a doctor Obeta, who were found guilty by UK court for trying to traffic for organ trafficking, so that's what we're going to actually talk about more. But before I go further, on my first video regarding this situation, I had said Ike Ekweremadu was I think I said it was a senator or deputy senate, something of that nature. I just want to correct that. He was a former deputy president of the Nigeria Senate. So he was a very top politician. Now let's dive in. They have a daughter called Sonia, who is in the UK, who lives in the UK. She has been sick. She had a problem with her kidney, and she's been going through dialysis here. So they wanted someone who will donate a kidney. Before I start, I'm going to tell you who are the people involved: the wife, Beatrice Ekweremadu, and Dr. Obina Obeta. He was the one that was kind of liaising with the Ekweremadus. With the Ekweremadu regarding who was suitable for the organ that they needed for Sonia. So now the person involved that I'm not going to go too much into the person involved. The guy was 21-year-old. They brought him from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm just saying this in case you're the first time of actually watching this topic. They brought him from Nigeria to UK, and in his understanding of what it was that he was going to come to the UK and give him a better life. That was what was said, give him a better life. But the 21-year-old, he was a street trader. We're not told anything about their parents or whatever. So the Ekweremadus and the doctor were found guilty. Okay, so they're waiting sentencing on the 5th of May of this year, 2023. The kidney was intended for their 25-year-old daughter, Sonia, who was cleared of charges of organ trafficking. She was not found guilty, thank God, because she's already sick. Yeah, that would have been terrible. That would have been terrible. So the evidence they have against them was that her parents, Ike and Beatrice Ekweremadu, conspired with Dr. Obeta to identify individual in Nigeria whose kidney might be harvested for Sonia benefit. I mean, there's nothing wrong if you're looking for someone to donate kidney for someone you love or for somebody that need help. Yeah, because we see some people post on social media, please, we're looking for somebody to donate for their parents. Actually, I saw a video yesterday of the man that needed an organ, and the children went online. Before you knew it, they had lots of people that were ready to come over from everywhere to come and donate. They were willing to do it. I wish they had had that idea to do something like that. Put it on social media. We need somebody to help our daughter live. Yeah, that would have been great. You know, his children just went in there, posted, and they found someone who was willing, and I think the man said was a pastor, a young man who was willing to donate, his organ for him. That's good. I mean, that's a good way to do it, because nobody's going to say, well, I'm being trafficked, or also because they say, well, he knew why he was coming, he changed his mind. But if it was that open, or you find somebody else that would have done it, pay the person for it, it would have been a different case. Okay, let's continue. Also, we find that in February last year, February 2022, the victim was a street trader, was brought to London. Okay, kept under the direction of the financial control of the defendant, so he depended on them for everything. Yeah, this couple we're talking about, wanted, for exchange for the guy's kidney, they wanted, they suggested £7,000 would be given to the guy, and a promise of working in the UK. That's what the prosecutor said. Okay, that was what was going to happen. So they also said also that when they took the guy with the cremattors, went to the Royal Free Hospital, where he was supposed to be screened and donate the kidney. The cremator was really first kind of persistent, like, yeah, he's a cousin to the daughter. Yes, he will do it, you know, like kind of pushy about it. But when they took the young man to talk to him, one of the doctors took him to actually talk to him about it and all of that, I realized that he wasn't ready for it. These are the reasons he gave. The young man has not been counseled to let him know the risk, what it would take, you know, for him to survive the rest of his life, what might happen, well, which is the risk. It wasn't told, then they find out that he didn't have financial ability to take care of himself for the rest of his life. I don't know if you have to have a financial ability to be able to take care of the rest of your life, because some people that donate, some of them are not very wealthy to say, well, I have so much in my account to take care of myself for the rest of my life. That's no, anybody can donate. You don't have to have so much money. So on that point, I don't know, because some people think, oh, well, because he wanted to come to the UK, he just used that as excuse. Some people think, well, maybe he got to when he was alone with the doctor, he kind of gave a signal to the doctor, like, you know, this is what's going on. But we don't know, because the doctor never reported it. So we can't, they allege, those are all people's suggestion, people's opinion, that would be. But in the real sense of it, some people don't have so much money to take care of themselves for life. Just an ordinary street person, a neighbor who felt, okay, I want to do this for somebody, you know. That notwithstanding, if the Kurimadu had thought of it well, if they really wanted to care for this child, this young man, what they would have done would be, the 21-year-old guy, what they would have done would be, okay, we will take care of you for the next 10, 20 years. He's wealthy, according to what they say. He's rich to be able to do that, because he's going to do it for his daughter. Yeah. So he could have done it for him. If he has said to the doctor, well, we go financial, all the finances is going to need, we're going to give it to him, or we put the money in his account, we sign this for him, or we open a trust fund, something for him. If they had done all of that, they would have gone there with the documents. It's okay, well, we've transferred money to his account in the UK here. He has so much amount of money that he can live on for the next so year. That will help. But that wasn't done. So that kind of just, you know. So the doctor said, okay, you're not suitable. Now the guy's gone back to the house. If you don't watch my first video, please do watch it. That will give you more, you know, you'll be able to understand it. So he realized that he was being treated differently. Left home, was sleeping, according to what was sleeping out in the street or something. He went to the police station. Went to the police station and reported what was going on. Yeah, went to report to the authority. So when you went to West London police station to report it, the investigation started. That was where the problem started from. Yeah. I'm going to read exactly what the chief prosecutor said. I'm going to read exactly what the chief prosecutor said. He said, Joan, let me just leave the last name, called it a horrific plot to exploit a vulnerable victim by trafficking him to the UK for the purpose of transplanting his kidney. The convicted defendants show utter disregard for the victim's welfare, health, and well-being, and used their considerable influence to a high degree of control throughout, with the victim having limited understanding of what was really going on here. That was exactly what she said. And that was their problem. That was the big problem. A report by Interpol in 2021 found a wide network of people, that are involved in this organ trafficking in North and West Africa, with connection to the medical sector and in countries from region. Now, sometimes it's not just even that region. I think other places. I actually saw a video where a lady who owned a funeral home was using that as a way to make money. When the people come to the funeral home, leave their loved ones, she takes some of the organs, to sell. She would sell them to some surgical places or and educational buyers who will buy. So some of them were spine, limbs, organs, head, all those things were what she would take out from them and sell them. That was she was making more money. There was even a case where she had to ship a herd that was affected with hepatitis C, because she through the American or United Airlines to Senate. She was found guilty, yeah. But those are some of the things she did, and that was without the permission of the families that came to place their loved ones in her funeral home. So these things are, but I mean, her case is way different, because the crematos really, they were trying to help their child who was sick. They were trying to help their child who was sick. What actually brought that up is because they said, oh, this happened in some areas in North or West Africa. I'm just wanting to say, well, it happened all over the world, really, because you hear different stories in different parts of the country of the world, that this thing is all over the place, all over the place. It's sad in the case of this couple. I just had hoped they had done it in the right way, and they won't get in this mess they're in, because they had enough money to do it the right way, or take care of this child for the rest of his life. So what do you think about this situation? Do you think before I go, I actually listened to some just let me see what is going on. We hear, okay, this is what they're saying in the UK, what they're saying in Nigeria, what are the media saying, what are these media outlets are saying. Let me see. So I listened to a few videos, television channels, panels, whatever, sure. And some people actually see some of them that were saying, well, the man needed it for the daughter. If we go to anybody we go to any length to care for, which is to some extent, but not to what they did to do anything for their child. Some say, well, he just wanted to leave the country, and that was the reason he did. The young man did what he did. He knew he wasn't going to give them the organ. They were really, most of them were really after the 21-year-old guy. Well, very few. Only 2 channels I actually saw where they really felt, well, he was wrong. He should have done it this way. The proper way, kind of weigh in on both sides. Say, well, he's wrong here. Maybe the guy would have this, but who knows, I was so amazed that compared to the UK, where if I were the law says this is wrong, this is what he did, and this is the evidence we have, and for that reason, the decision was this. I'm like, whoa, you know, so a different view. And actually, one of them said, I wish he had done it here, done it there in Nigeria. The guy wouldn't have gone through what he's gone through since last year. You know, like we could get away with it. How did you give somebody 7,000 to leave after surgery like that? Donating his organ, his kidney. What do you think? What's your view on it? I would love you to leave us a comment and let's reason together on this one. Thank you for watching. Once again, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.